Today's subject: 100 men versus 1 silverback. 100 men versus 1 silverback. So, the first thing that we have to decide, right, are the ground rules. Because we can't just go in and assume that everybody's talking about the same thing. I know that there have been a lot of discussion about this, 100 men versus silverback, but I do feel that the extenuating circumstances matter a lot in this discussion. Like, do we have 100 men who are instantly teleported into the silverbacks I don't want to say enclosure, but like home. If we just teleport to its home, it'll be like a bloodbath for like a couple of 10 people, and then let others just run away. So, question number 1: where do we fight? This is the most important question. Where do we fight in this? I say that we fight in the plains. So we fight in the plains. There are few trees and some rocks, but mostly grass. I feel like the plains would be the most neutral. Some people have thought of the jungle, other people have thought of some sort of a gladiator arena, but let's say that the monkey or the gorilla ran away, and we gotta fight it. Clear the 100 men win after forming the men catapult. So, another question: why do we fight? So what's the reason? Why do we have this monkey here? And I mean gorilla, and why are we fighting against it? Now, we gotta have some stakes, right? Because if the scene, if you will, is that we just fight the gorilla, it's done. It's done. A couple of guys die and others will run away. So we have to have some stakes. So the stakes are: you can't run or you'll be killed. Okay. Let's say that the plains are in a place. Wait. Plains are surrounded by large, what is it? Pitfalls with bunch of spikes. Only way to lower the drawbridge is by getting to the gorilla. Okay, so in this way we have stakes, but we don't need to immediately go fight against the gorilla. We fight it because it flamed one of the boys in all chat during always stadium match. I mean, I'm the one flaming the boys. And the last question that I have for the ground rules is that can we, the humans, can we use improvised weapons? So the idea, of course, is that there's no weapons immediately, but can we improvise those? What do y'all think? Is it okay for us to have improvised weapons? Because I honestly think that that's part of the game, right? Like, if there are trees, we should climb them, and if there are rocks, we should use them. So I'd say, personally, that no weapons, but improvisation is okay. That's the part of being men. I think it might make it too easy. You think that if we had improvised weapons, but that is the, like Savile said, that is the reason. That is 100% the reason why we as humans have climbed as far as we have, right? So, number one, we fight in the plains. I think nobody's against this one. Stakes, the plains are surrounded by large pitfalls with bunch of spikes. I think that's also okay. I think this one is the most disagreed upon. So we can do two scenarios. We'll no weapons is the other scenario, right? If that's the case, you just collect a bunch of rocks, back the gorilla onto the edge of the plane, and then push it off into the spikes. Okay, new rule. New rule. The key is inside the gorilla. Okay? The key is inside the gorilla for the drawbridge. You can't... If the monkey falls, you lose. Also, what do you mean, how far apart? I doubt that it's random, guys. No one can craft a sword. Yeah, no one can craft a sword, but like we had some ideas with the boys about this. Okay, so this is where we're at. I think with this, no weapons, but improvisation is okay. Oh, how far apart are they? Do they start from one another? Oh, okay. So the humans start from the other side of the plains, and the monkey starts from the other. So we'll have it like... So here's the plains. Then here's the humans. And here's the monkey. We start the collective man ball sharing hive mind. And let's say that it's like 1 kilometer. 1 a.m. Okay. We throw Jeremy, he sucks down the pit and onto the dead gorilla to dig the key out. That sounds plausible. So I'm gonna go with, if we can improvise, I'd say that the 100 men win easily. I'm gonna say 100 men win easily in this scenario. I think we lose only like... God, this pen sucks. Do we have anything better? Dreamer pencil? I'd say 80 men survive. Because how we're gonna do this is that we build... Okay, oh god. Take everything. So my idea, right, is that we have the strong men we got the strong men up first, and then we have like the throwers. Jesus fucking Christ, this sucks. Okay, we have the throwers, people with rocks, and they will throw it at the monkey. That's the idea that I have. So I believe that 80 men will do it with the improvisation, because we can just throw a lot of rocks. Kind of people are taking to the fight. So I think the idea is to have an average male. So let me just take these off. So we got 100 average males. So the average male is 101 centimeters tall and weighs 75 kilos. That is the average male. But we do have variants. So not everybody in this are 171 with 75 kilos. Some vary. Some are overweight, some are underweight, some are the average weight. And the average gorilla is 160 centimeters tall and weighs, let's say, 140 kilos. See, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. There are people who are larger than your average gorilla. Now, is your average gorilla stronger? Yes. But I feel like people who are saying that the gorilla would win, I think that's crazy. Honestly, I think that is crazy talk. To say that the gorilla would win. Now, the problem is morale, right? So we got these people, right? Where is gorilla size 220? Silverback gorilla. I swear to God, I googled this. They weigh between 100 and 270. Okay, I try. We can make the gorilla a bit larger. Let's say 180. Because we're talking about an average gorilla, right? We killed mammoths in smaller groups, like, come on. But the thing is, with mammoths, the mammoths didn't know that we were coming, and also we had weapons. But now we don't have weapons. Humans with weapons is the biggest thing. But here we are unarmed. So I do think with no weapons we would still win. But I think it's 50 men. I do think 50 men is the okay amount without weapons. But the problem is, once we get to that 50, once we get to near 50, let's say the monkey has banished 40 people down to the spikes. Like, would you fight? Is my question. Like would you do it? Could you do it? Now, honestly, I think I'm built different, so like you could just send me and I'd do it. Because I just see red, you know? I'd give the gorilla a mean haymaker. And that's it. Gorilla doesn't know it takes one speech to kill them. I feel like people are, especially your average guy, like you have this, but they are shorter. There's 100 people. Do you know how many 100 people is? I feel like this whole discussion is kind of moot because of 100 people. Like, for example, we could have like 20 people fighting the gorilla at all times, and like 10 people throwing rocks. No, wait. Yeah, 20 people fighting against the gorilla. We could have 10 people throwing rocks, and we could have 60 people taking a rest. Or 60 people smashing on the gorilla while others take a rest. Meanwhile, the gorilla has to go monkey mode all the time. I must say, without a shadow of a doubt, that this would go to 100 men. But I guess the question becomes, how many average people would it take to not beat a... Okay. What's the least amount of people that a silverback gorilla would win? I guess is the question. So I think without weapons, right? If we don't have any weapons against the gorilla, I think 50 men is not enough. Yes, minimum number of people required to beat one silverback gorilla. I think 50 men is not enough because you have morale damage. Like, the whole idea of 100 people is that even if 50 go and you know you need to fight against a gorilla, like you still think that, okay, we still have health. But if you have 50 men and you see 49 go, you're out of there. Like you will be stricken by fear. If gorilla pulls out the snail, has been chasing me, we're cooked. Yeah, I saw the meme where the gorilla was like, you finally get to stab the gorilla to death, and the gorilla is like, should have went for the snail.